Bueno, parece que ya estamos en directo. Muy buena gente, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos. Y vamos a continuar. Cargamos partida. Un segundillo. Oh, pues vamos a hablar con este papu. Ah, mierda. Vámonos. Buah. La nueva república aquí a presentar batalla.
Sir, Sith warship dead ahead of us. It's attacking Citadel Station.
Let's close the trap. Concentrate all fire on the warship and deploy red and blue wings to engage enemy fighters.
Sir, at this distance, our weapons will barely scratch it.
We can't hope to match its firepower, but we need to draw it away from Telos.
Sir, if it keeps firing on Citadel Station, the station won't be able to maintain its orbit.
I am aware of the situation, Lieutenant. I do not intend to lose Telos twice. And I know that ship. It was a Malachor 5.
La tremendo mandaloriano, papu. Mándalo al puto amo, o sea. No hay más.
Mandalore, we have breached the hull of the Sith vessel and are securing the area. The vessel has suffered extensive structural damage, but its particle fields still maintain a minimal atmosphere within the ship. And our cargo? It's being brought aboard. Soon, teams will be dispatched to the target sites. Do the Republic forces suspect? No, Mandalore. The proton cores do not emit a signature the Republic ships can detect. If they do pick up the signal, they will assume it to be emanating from the ship's missile bays. Did you get an ID signature on this vessel? You were right about the vessel, Mandalore. It is of Malachor. It still bears the wounds of Mandalorian guns.
Then let's finish this. And remind the galaxy of Malachor 5.
What was that about?
Nothing you need to worry about, Sith.
You are coming with me.
Don't get all sentimental. I just don't trust you to get the job done. Been waiting for this for 10 years. It's just time to do things the old-fashioned way.
I know what it meant for you to accompany me here, Canderous of Clan Ordo. Your trust honors me.
If you betray me or my men, I will kill you.
I was going to say the same, Canderous.
Madre mía. Vale. Es que es espectacular. Pero es que es espectacular cómo eliminamos soldados, pero vamos. En 0, porque lo dejes, vale. Vale. Vale, creo que por ahí, por un día se iba la esta. Vale, veamos qué hay por aquí. La habitación vacía. Vale, por aquí nada. Vale.
You've reached one of the target sites. Place the proton core, prime it. Then give the signal, Mandalore.
Creo que no los núcleos de protones.
Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. We still need to set 3 more charges. Mandalore, we're holding our position, but the Sith appear to be offering little resistance. It's like they don't even
Es
realize...
que somos los putos amos, bro. Vale. Buah. Vale, por aquí se va el puente.
You come to kill me. The final insult. Stripping Onderon, my soldiers, my home from me, only to have me die here.
¿Robin? ¿Qué te ha pasado?
He happened. The hunger that fills this vessel. It is power, but it consumes without end. It is that power we felt on Onderon, that Vaklu felt. It was an echo. Too strong to ignore.
No,
General Vaklu and I, when it seemed that we would need more to take Onderon, make it strong again, he came with his power, his soldiers. It seemed as if there was nothing we could not do, nothing the Queen could do to stop us.
Nosotros
I have served the wrong master. He cares nothing for Onderon, its soldiers, its people. Everything exists to feed his will. I came here, to this dead ship, and now he will not permit me to leave. This ship It is a graveyard of a terrible battle. Everything on it slowly dies.
Pero es que aquí te la están plantando como un señor que dices
The
tú,
way of
buah.
all life that serves him. In his presence, all life dies.
This ship is from Malachor. This Sith Lord of yours bolsters his fleet with ships from that world? He's nothing more than a scavenger.
I think he is of that place. If so, then his power may be great indeed. Greater than I had thought.
¿Y por qué no quito
The
maestra?
master suffers. If he cannot feed, then the hunger begins to consume him. The planet, Telos. He may feed on something upon its surface to sustain him a while longer.
Pero ahí no hay nada. Que los mundos casi muertos.
Think to lie to me still. I will not be deceived again. I told him, you know, what the old woman told me. I told him of the academy here, of the Jedi here.
Anciano.
Yes, the old woman on Onderon. She spoke
Uy,
of the Jedi
estamos descubriendo que
here on
la vieja es un
Telos,
poco hija puta.
and my master was forced to come here. Then her lies will mean the planet's destruction. He will destroy all of Telos. He will turn it to fire again and crush the planet beneath him. He will devour them all.
Caballero, se está usted flipando muy
If there are
fuerte.
no Jedi here, then my lord cannot feed his hunger. He will destroy the planet, the station. He will cleanse it of life. Even if the people below are not Force-sensitive, the small amount he can feed on from the mass destruction of the station and the life on the planet will sustain him a while longer. And if there are no Jedi below, he will have no other choice.
Si le negamos Telos.
Then he will suffer. Without something to sustain him, I do not know what.
Hay que cargárselo, para que no.
He will create nothing. He will end this place. Your old woman has killed this planet, and with it, countless other worlds that depend on its survival. You could not stop him even if you wanted to. And you cannot escape either. If the Force runs through you, he will feed on it when Citadel Station dies. Your time, your life, will end here.
¿Dónde lo puedo encontrar?
Bridge.
Espera.
Wait for you. No, he does not wait for you.
I do not believe he knows his ship has been boarded, and if he did, he would not care. The extent of his power cannot be put into words, and his perceptions have grown as well. To him,
You are dust motes in a storm, a grain upon the beach, and as insignificant as a body that orbits the graveyard of Malachor. Fight him if you will, but if he turns his power upon you, you will be destroyed.
Ah, ya la vemos, luego. ¿Qué es
This
nada?
ship, is it his weakness? It should not exist, yet it cruises the darkness between the stars. He tore it from the mass shadows of Malachor, along with his fleet. That is a measure of his power.
The ship is barely holding itself together. The structural damage should have destroyed it long ago.
He holds it together. And he keeps us all alive. Just enough. Like rotworms within a dying beast.
More Jedi tricks.
No. Not Jedi. Not Jedi at all.
If he's so powerful, why hasn't he stopped us then? We've attacked his ship, killed his soldiers, and he's done.
Porque se la suda.
Because he sees planets, stars, not people. To him, the planet below, the station with its teeming life, only that is massive enough to demand his attention.
No hay aquí para matar a tu señor. Ayúdame o apártate.
There is nothing to be done except wait. If you go to him, he will destroy you, and you. Onderon, but there's no longer any need. You are right. As long as he exists, what would you have?
Go report to the target site, Colonel. I'll let my men know you're coming.
Espectacular.
If you try anything stupid,
Espectacular,
they'll
papi.
shoot you dead.
I will do as you ask, for Onderon's sake.
We shouldn't waste our time with the weak.
Vale.
You've reached one of the target sites. Place the proton
Ah,
core,
perfecto.
prime it. Then give the signal, Mandalore. Arming signal received, men. 2 more sites are left. We've lost contact with 2 of our squads, and we've...
This door leads to my cell. I had forgotten.
Déjame tu celda.
This time I would like to center myself. There is a meditation chamber within my cell that I would visit one last time.
Lo que creas necesario.
Past the surface, there is the Force. Where once there was a world that was strong in the Force, now there is a barren wasteland. It's okay. It's gonna be... It has taken time for me to return here. I lost my way, but I've been stronger for the journey. What happens now shall not be done out of hate or revenge, but for the sake of all life. And I ask you finally to forgive me. This body is a prison no longer.
Oh, perfecto. Vale, pues vamos a proseguir.
You've reached one of the target sites. Place the
Nos faltó este.
arming signal received, Mandel. Only one proton core remains to be...
Ya casi hemos acabado.
What the hell was that? I told you to wait! Mandalore, we've made contact with the enemy. One of the cores has detonated prematurely. Was it in the target zone? No, Mandalore. We have failed you. I offer you my... Do we have another core? No, Mandalore. Even with the other two cores set in the ship, it will not be sufficient to destroy the vessel. We need to find another proton core, or we need to make one. All right, wait for my signal. This isn't over. And don't kill yourself before I tell you.
Vale, sí, por aquí podemos ir. Vale. Vamos por la puerta que nos faltaba. Por ahora no hemos visto ninguna consola. Vale, hay dos. Hay dos taquillas. Espectacular. Vale. Pues como no... No. Pues a ver que ir al puente de mando. Ah, no, al puente del Devastador. Vale. Uh. Vale, y aquí no hay nada. Parece que cogimos el camino correcto porque no es por el que hay que continuar. Entonces... Bueno, dos Ignisus. Vale, ahora me dice que por aquí es por donde hay que continuar. Así que vamos primero a la puertita lateral. Correcto. Taquilla grande. Esto es un poco por el vicio de pillar cosas de las taquillas, porque... la mitad de estas movidas no las estamos usando.
This door leads to the bridge and my former master. If you wish to gather your...
Vale, vamos a curarnos. Y por lo que pudiera pasar, vamos a guardar partida. Tremendo graficote. Guardamos aquí. Y vamos a por el Paco. ¡Combate épico! Libérame o mandaré tu nave al infierno. Caballero, no entiendo lo que está diciendo usted. No servirá esta batalla.
He doesn't understand. He thinks he can survive it.
Aquí no hay ahí. Si no te fatigarás o estarás vulnerable. Hijo puta. ¿Cómo crees que se debería? ¡Hostia! Vale. Tenemos a mitad de vida.
He is too powerful. He... I will try.
Tremendos números, papu. Y se murió.
What the hell are you doing up there? We need to get off this ship. Now!
Oigan. ¿Qué estás haciendo?
I have to see with the Force and my eyes.
Voy a aportar arco de paz. Hazlo. Dime lo que viste.
I saw a graveyard world, surrounded by a fleet of dead ships. I felt it through him, as I feel it through you. You are my master now, and I will follow wherever your path takes you. My path.
Señora, no hace falta usted esta relación de sumisión.
Canderous, are you all right?
Get away from me. I don't need your help. Just leave me here.
Canderous, the Force lies in all living things. I have watched my people die. You will survive. You have no choice. You have been wounded before and lived, Mandalorian. Rise. Many battles do you still have left in you.
You sound like Revan at the end. Do you know what he told me in those last days on the Outer Rim? That the Mandalorian Wars were our doom, and that we had been deceived, that it had never been our decision to wage war on the Republic. Revan said the Mandalorians didn't invade the Republic space 10 years ago because it was our choice. We were tricked. Our entire people sacrificed as pawns, and never knew it. He said there was a war coming, that it was waiting out in the unknown regions, in the dark, waiting for us to destroy each other.
A war? This war?
No.
No, not this one. Another one. More terrible. Against an evil we couldn't begin to comprehend. A war of belief that had been fought for thousands of years. Revan went off to fight it.
And left you here.
Revan was one of the greatest military leaders in the galaxy. In history. He knew what he was doing. And I always follow orders.
No, pues por aquí no hay nada. vamos a buscar. No estoy yo aquí viendo las cosas. Se supone que en la misma sala. Ah, no. ¡Hostia! Para el núcleo. Vale, pues nos faltaba esta. ¿Por aquí? Sí, por aquí.
You've reached one of the target sites.
Perfecto, pues todos colocados.
Received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. That's the last of them, Mandalore.
Perfecto. Easy. Pues el devastador ha sido más corto de lo que yo pensaba. Siete. Nos vamos del devastador. Alto temardo.
Admiral Onasi wanted to speak with you, ma'am.
¿Es una petición o una orden?
Request, ma'am. As I understand it, there was something private he wished to ask you. Concerning, mutual acquaintance, I believe is how he put it.
Esto primero. No recordaba que hablábamos
It's a
con
little
Car.
beat up, but it's still home. I wasn't able to be here to protect it when the Sith attacked the first time. This time you gave me a second chance. I owe you.
Yo dijo que querías hablarme de un conocido común. Dime, ¿encontraste algún rastro de Revan? No, no lo
I
voy a ver.
served with him like you did, and we had to part ways like you did.
¿Por qué?
He said that there were places where he had to walk where I could not go. Places where having allies, or anyone he cared about, would only place them in danger. It's been 4 years, and I still don't know what happened to him.
Tal vez esté muerto.
I don't believe that.
I've lost friends before, and until I see them dead, I don't believe it. He told me to stay here to try to keep the Republic strong, and that he would return. It was the hardest request I ever had to follow.
¿Qué pedía eso?
I don't know, but it was important to him. He said that he believed something had been behind the Mandalorian Wars. That it hadn't been the Mandalorians' choice to attack the Republic. Whatever it was, I think he went off to find it. To fight it.
¿Cómo conociste a Revan?
It was near the end of the Jedi Civil War, when it seemed like we were going to lose everything. We met on a Republic warship called the Endar Spire. It was being attacked over Terrace, and the Sith had stormed the ship. We saved the Republic. But it was like the war didn't end for him. He would keep remembering things that he'd done, and it kept driving him. And I think he finally remembered something terrible that he'd done during the Mandalorian Wars, and he went to put an end to it. He left a lot of people who cared about him behind. But I think he did it because he thought it was the right thing to do. But whatever he set out to do, I don't think he succeeded. And here you return, with his ship, without him.
¿Nave de Revan?
Yes, wherever he went, your ship's been there. If you return to that place, if you find some trace of Revan,
¿Qué te diga lo que averigua?
simply tell him that Admiral Onasi is following his orders. Safe journey, exile.
La Bastila.
Did she know?
No, she didn't.
There are times I fear we shall never know where he left Karth. And I cannot live not knowing the answer. Why he sought to protect us.
He asked us to stay to keep the Republic safe. It was important to him. And after meeting the exile, I'm convinced that there are worse things to lose in the galaxy.
Y por fin vamos al último mundo. Malacor 5.
Going to lose their lives. Like I lost my family in Malachor 5.
And all the Jedi who followed Revan, the true Jedi, died at Malachor 5.
We go now, my master, to that dark place which made you. Where you gained your ship, your troops. Your ship, my prison, that you dragged from the gravity well at Malachor 5.
Wish I'd never met her. Wish I'd died there. That the storms had dragged me down into Malachor 5.
We will not surrender. We will not die, like we did on Malachor 5.
Your command echoes still, General, and I obey, as I did at Malachor 5. Now Malachor 5 comes to us, and I wish to face it this last time. You know where you must go. It calls to you still.
It is the heartbeat of the past.
And she must be stopped. There, now. Or she will bring the screams of Malachor 5 to the galaxy, just as we carry the echo all this way. And she must be
El cambio de look de la vieja. Si es que han mandado unos nichos a por ella, que no...
It has been some time.
You
were a fool to return. I spared you once. I will not do so again.
Spare me? Ah, yes. No, you simply did not learn the lesson I sought to teach. That your strength is as meaningless as the strength of my hand.
Why have you returned?
Because now I understand why the exile did what she did. There is much to be done.
Eso no es un aterrizaje. Eso es estamparnos de forma espectacular.
Master, she is here.
I know.
What is thy bidding, my master?
You are to do nothing. When she arrives, bring her before me.
She may not survive Malachor.
So touching. Can it be you still have feelings within that shell?
Master, what will you do to her?
You know what I shall do. You, who wear my teachings so well. I will break her. She is a blank slate upon which my teachings may be written, as you well know. Leave me. Await the arrival of the exile. When she comes, bring her before me.
Por cierto, espérate, ¿verdad? Han desaparecido aquí chica y la vieja. Vale, nos quedaría explorar esta parte de aquí. Creo que el camino real va a estar aquí abajo. Así que vamos por aquí. Correcto, el camino real era por abajo. Pues gente, hoy terminamos. Porque creo recordar que no era luego mucho lo que faltaba. A partir de aquí me refiero. Y probablemente según terminemos de hacer el directo, iré preparando la subida de esto. Porque ya más o menos está casi todo lo que hemos ido haciendo en Twitch resubido a YouTube. Faltan 4 cosas de Marvel Champions.
If the exile has come here, then she has not come alone.
Of course, apprentice. The huntress is with the exile. She has a special talent for finding that which should remain lost. It also makes her difficult for me to sense, but not to a creature bred for such things.
Shall I send the assassins for her?
No, I have brought a beast to Malachor to deal with that one. We shall see if prey can become a predator. Her breaking shall be flesh and bone, or it shall be inside. If she survives, she will become stronger for it.
Menos mal que esta señora le mostró un sable láser y tremendo entrenamiento en la fuerza.
Well, here's a surprise. Yet another slice of galactic paradise. Why can't we ever go to Alderaan or Ithor or someplace without metal, jagged rocks, or packs of bloodthirsty beasts?
Por los loles, amigo. Vamos a intentar hacer toda la parte de exploración con esta señora. Vale, tenemos ahí el piquito ese. Nos faltarían estas dos salidas. Ya está, mira. Con lo cual quizás la podamos ayudar si la encontramos. Lo dudo. Es que cómo la ha liado la vieja todo. Es que es espectacular que absolutamente nadie sospechase de la puta vieja. O sea, es sorprendente. Anonadado me hallo. Como, pero si se nota la legua es que la vieja es mala. Como en Kingdom Hearts, que se nota la legua que el puto viejo del Shehanort es malo. En Terra no, porque el maestro Shehanort seguramente... El maestro Shehanort es pedazo puto.
Honhar. Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Caballero, eso suena muy chungo, ¿eh? Vamos a hacer una subida rápida. Mierda. Vale. Vamos a cargar aquí, tenemos que pasar todo el diálogo de nuevo.
Hanhar. Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Venga, puto. Vale. Se libera. Tiene el corazón de la mujer de melena gris. Ahora se los atraigo. Nice. Muchos se preguntarán que qué demonios son todas estas consolas que nos estamos encontrando. Eso básicamente es el tremendo cumbión que pasó aquí. Que ya nos lo irán explicando con un poquito más de calma. Y hay que llegar hasta aquí, básicamente. Oh. Ya. Pues no va a faltar explorar. Vamos a subir de nivel. Ah, vale, podemos ir explorando. Un segundillo. Vale, nos falta explorar parte de las cuevas. Núcleo del motor dañado. Claro, o sea, uno ve esto y dice, núcleo del motor, ¿qué demonios me está usted diciendo, caballero? Pero luego todo esto tiene su buena explicación. Vale, vamos a correr. Bueno, ya vienen los asesinos submisos que son los panoli.
I say we fire a rocket at her right now and blow her screaming, burning body into the heart of this planet.
It wouldn't work. If there were other distractions, maybe. If she wasn't telepathic, maybe. If you want to kill her like that, you need something else to occupy her attention. Otherwise, you might just wound her, and then we'd all be in trouble.
This battle will not be decided by weapons.
You are wrong. Manipulation is Krea's strength, not battle. We have a chance. We just have to figure out how to make use of it.
If you are watching this, and what the General suspected was true, the Sith are striking from the graveyard of Malachor 5. The ship the Sith Lord was on was one of the vessels damaged in that final battle. If you reach Malachor's surface, the mass shadow generator can be undone, provided there are enough vessels intact within the orbiting debris or buried in the planet's surface. Use the sequence I am unlocking in your memory banks on the engine core of any vessel you encounter on Malachor. If my calculations are correct, 4 vessels should be enough to power up the mass shadow generator and undo the damage that was done in Malachor 5, the damage I did. Once the sequence has begun, it cannot be stopped. So make sure the General is off the planet before triggering the sequence. Otherwise, there will be no retreat. Weapon systems are minimal, and I don't know what awaits you on Malachor's surface. Try to avoid contact with any potential threats. Follow your programming.
Mirar cuerdas enterradas a la superficie y activar sus motores. Cuando se activen, interrumpirán la anomalía eléctrica manteniendo los planetas y Malachor empezará a separarse. Otras ofensivas, y si eres destruido, la recasión de misión, reacciona lo más deprisa que puedas. Alcanza todos los puntos y activa los sistemas uno detrás de otro. Vale. Vamos a guardar. Vale. El 25,3%. Afortunadamente hemos hecho limpia explorando bien con la exiliada. Encontré 1,4 de potencia. Papu. Hay dos, una está aquí. $33,7%. Siguiendo por abajo, vamos guay.
Ensure that the sequence fires properly once the General gives the command. If not, then all we have fought for has been for nothing. You have done all I asked, all you were built for, and for that, I thank you.
Touching. The probability of the Iridonian installing trigger commands within your core was high.
El putísimo voto.
The probabilities have played out. Of course, the probability that I would do the same is equally high. Your inability to move right now is evidence of that. If the General issues the command, only I will be here to receive it. You realize I cannot permit you or the Exile to activate the mass shadow generator here on Malachor. In that, your programming and mine conflict. And since you have no offensive weaponry to speak of, the probability of your programming overriding mine is low. You must understand that the General would not wish the relics or the Sith's strength here on Malachor to be compromised. Their presence is needed to stabilize the galaxy. Without them, the galaxy would be reduced to anarchy within years. And if there is anything I can't stand, it's an untidy galaxy. So, let us wait here, you and I, for the General's orders and calculate the probable fate of the galaxy.
Correction. What? could rust listening to your speeches, Fat One. Perhaps it is the large unwieldy vocabulator within your moon-sized frame that prevents your calculations from taking me into account. And while I find this small droid annoying in the extreme, I find my urge to shoot you.
Espectacular el puto HK.
Unfortunately for you, I have arranged for friends to meet me here, and you seem to have brought none of your own. Stop him.
Unexpected correction. We are not here to aid you. We are here because our predecessor unit summoned us. Statement. As always, Fat One, you have miscalculated.
Ah, an unfortunate oversight. I wish you must have either way, the Republic is
Observation. I thought he would never die.
HK, el diosismo que tienes tú es espectacular. Qué bien, no vamos a poder salir del puto planeta. Maravillosa jugada.
We've come a long way, Kreia. Still
Ah, the Huntress. To come alone, you are braver than I thought.
She is not alone. We stand with her.
And with her, stand all the Jedi.
And now I come in saying something suitably heroic.
Children with lightsabers, but not Jedi, I think. Come close. Let me look upon you and see what the Exile's teaching has forged. An assassin, wasted pawn of the Republic, a blinded slave, and a fool. Which of you wishes to try yourselves against me? As you can see, I am unarmed. You, perhaps. You are a wasted pawn of the Republic, young one. You could have been so much more, even with your wide-eyed innocence, your naive love for others. Think before you throw away your life for her. Think of everything you will lose by dying. Your lusts unfulfilled, a dance unfinished, a love requited. Think before you give it up so quickly. And you, blind one, you have hungered to strike me down ever since you saw the bond the Exile and I share. Can you feel the Force running through me, even past the veil, past your blooded eyes? You know you cannot win.
Force runs strong within you, Treya. But in the howling of a storm, it is difficult to hear the whisper of the blade. You have forever been the blind one. You were given a gift few are ever given, and yet you let your gift of sight warp you, twist.
You think your existence under your lord was torture, Miraluka? I will make you see an assassin.
And I get the fool.
Funny. That's just what I was thinking.
Vale, vamos a subir a este men porque mal vamos. Y tiene que haber una que... Vale. ¡Guau! Tremenda sacada de Atom.
When the exile enters the Treyas Academy, she will be faced with a choice. One path, assuming she survives, will allow her to save her friends, but she shall be the weaker for it. The other route will lead her directly to the spirits, through the ones that have hounded her steps from the beginning, and she shall have her vengeance. Show her every respect when she arrives in these halls, Lord Scion. This I command you.
Tenemos transcripción, please. Ah, perfecto. Ah, perfecto. Loco, me cago en el auto guardado de este juego y en la repetición de combates, Dios santo. Mira que estuve a punto. Mira que estuve a punto de hacer un guardado con Atom antes del combate. Como, pero, o sea, si yo no llego a hacer este guardado, ¿desde dónde coño me toca empezar? ¿Por qué no se me ocurrió guardar cuando debería haber guardado?
ensure that the sequence fires properly once the General gives the command. If not, then all we have fought for has been for nothing. You have done.
So, let us wait here, you and I, for the General's orders and calculate the probable fate of the galaxy.
Correction. One could rust listening to your speeches, Fat One. Perhaps it is the large unwieldy vocabulator within your moon-sized frame that prevents your calculations from taking me into account.
Unfortunately for you, I have arranged for friends to meet me here, and you seem to have brought none of your own. Stop him.
Unexpected.
Es que HK tiene un diosismo que... ¡buah! Espectacular.
Which of you wishes to try yourselves against me? As you can see, I am unarmed. Think before you throw away your life for her. Think of everything you will lose by dying. Your lusts unfulfilled, a dance unfinished, a love requited. And
I get the fool.
Funny. That's just what I was thinking.
No, 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 no. Bueno, espérate tú. Espectacular.
exile enters the Atreus Academy, she will be faced with a choice. One path, assuming she survives, will allow her to save her friends, but she shall be the weaker for it. The other route will lead her directly to this place, through the ones that have hounded her steps from the beginning, and she shall have her vengeance. Show her every respect when she arrives in these halls, Lord Scion. This I command you.
Venga, Nisu, que sí, que tal. Ah. Vale, vamos a guardar. A ver. Claro, es que no entramos ahí en el rango de visión de los otros Nisus. Tiri. Que regenera más puntos de los que pierdo. Vale. Lo he dicho, que estos son Signisu, que no... Oh. Nada es lo que nos quedaba. Que recuerdo que por aquí nos quedaba tremenda puerquita. Vale. Un segundito. Porque me parece... Vale. Nivel 1 de 3. Esto no me lleva al mismo sitio que estaba antes, ¿no? Ni de coñísimo. Mierda. Joder. Ah. Pero usted me alegraría un montón la vida si no fuese tan putísimo pesado. Así como concepto. Vale. Aquí casi que hay que guardar cada media hora. Ah. Tremendo cadáver, papu. What the fuck le pasa a esta gente, socio? El hurricane. Para objetos. Hombre. Cristal Hurricane. Hombre. Espectaculares los ignisos. He hecho los de los palos. Se han hecho los de los palos. Ay. Muertos. Vale, guardamos. Que quedaba un nicho de estos vivos. hay, si es que los hay, si es que me cagan sus putísimos muertos. Ah. Mira tú la putísima vuelta que nos están haciendo dar. Porque sí. Señor, es usted tremendo necio, ¿lo sabía? Punto 1. Guardar partida. Punto 2. Túnica de nabo. Vale, punto 3. Vale, vamos a ver. Claro, no sé lo que hay por el otro putísimo lado por el que no hemos ido. A esta gente le gusta dar vueltas absurdas, ¿eh? Pero es que es una cosa en definitiva. Vale, volvemos aquí. Y vamos a ver por dónde vamos. Vamos a explorar. Joder, que se volvió esto loco. A ver si entra el ratón. Terrenos de pruebas. ¿Qué dices? Estoy ahora otra vez en... Porque el hecho de que cada vez que pases por una puerta que te lleve a otra zona, un auto guardado ahí es mucho pedir, ¿verdad? Vale. Vamos a guardar. Loco, me estoy cagando muy fuerte en este juego. asco, pero... Este juego no tocarme tanto la moral. Loco, pero... Dios santo. Y antes de abrir la puerta que nos lleve a otra zona, vamos a puto guardar de nuevo, porque Dios santo. Un avisor de clima. Vale. Y ahora... Inspirar, sintonía... ¿Cómo lo sabía? Si es que como lo putísimo sabía. Si es que como lo putísimo sabía que aquí iba a haber mogollón de peña. Lo putísimo sabía yo. Es que... ¿A filo de qué? A ver, cancelar. Esto ahora mismo nos da un de 8, un de 10 con el frío. Vale. El hurricane es un tweet. 1 a 8. Vamos a guardar. Oh, no. Todavía me quedan 2 partes por ahí. Es que... Ah. Loco. No, pero... estos cabrones, ¿qué? ¿Pero quieres un signiso? Que no... Loco, pero estos dos señores, ¿qué? ¿Cuántos minutos llevamos aquí ya? Me estoy quedando un poquito muy fuerte en estos señores. Joder. Espérate tú. Que ahora me vienen 4 submisos más y me matan. No sé. 4 no, pero 6 ya te digo yo que a lo mejor... Yo creo que lo mejor es este. Ay. No puede ser. Vamos a guardar porque como no sabemos lo que nos podemos encontrar al otro lado de la puta puerta. Vale, para volver a la fucking academia. Entonces... vamos a abrir las dos zonas que nos quedan por aquí. Nuevamente, guardamos. ¿Por qué? Porque nos van a putísimo enviolinar. Vale, muchos dirán, pero si ya tienes la entrada y estamos pasando un poco... Bueno, estamos encontrando algún cristal que es interesante. Uh. Espérate, ¿estos señores están aquí? A ver, yo no me fío ya de la puta vieja. Me cago en todo porque se nos ha medio bugueado esto. ¿Podríamos, por favor? Claro, a ver, son las 56. Vamos a hacer una cosa, salimos del juego. A ver si nos enteramos del diálogo. Este señor nunca le equipa un arma. A ver, porque a lo mejor... Vamos a ver. ¿Qué hagamos?
The Sith must be stopped. If they destroy the Jedi, the Republic will fall and my people will be eradicated or enslaved. I never went to the surface, only the sky above it. The world is taboo to Mandalorians. We only came here when the Republic fleet gathered and we knew it was our only chance to stop them. I can't say I'm happy to be back here, but I believe we can do what must be done.
Vale. Pero ¿por qué no te llevas a alguien contigo, subnormal? Hombre, pues menos mal que hemos venido por aquí, si no... Esta gente sí quedaría en tremendas celdas. Vale, toda esta zona explorada, pues vamos por aquí ya. Vamos. Claro, por aquí ahora estamos cerca de enfrentarnos así. Ah, pues no, por allí no era.
You should not have come to Malachor. She will break you, your mind, your body. You will be lost. Return to the surface. Let the planet claim you, as it claimed the other Jedi. There is no reason for you to suffer at her hands. It is not mercy. What awaits you will weaken you. She will break you, as she did me. And you will no longer know yourself. You and her are alike, yet different in all the ways that matter. And I hate you as I hate her. I hate you because you crawl within my head as she does. But your presence holds no thoughts, no teachings. You are just there, unspoken. I hate you because you are beautiful to me.
Madre
In
mía.
that weakness lies death. Perhaps in that weakness is the death of my master as well. What it has always been. Her weakness is you.
Es tu voluntad lo que te mantiene.
The power of the dark side is what holds me together. Many times have I been near death, and always have I been in pain. What it is, then turn from this place. Do not. You are strong. I cannot see as she does, but I know that in time you shall surpass her power. But not here, not in this place. I cannot. If you pass, you shall not return as you are now. Return to Malachor, or go through me. There is no middle ground. I am ready for you, exile. I have waited years to see the last of the Jedi fall before me, to join the rest that lie buried within this planet's core. The end of the Jedi is at hand.
Oh, no tanto.
Now you realize the true power of the dark side. As long as the dark places of this world flow through the cracks of my flesh, I cannot be killed. You're as strong as I had believed, but she knows you cannot defeat me. Surrender now. Return to the surface of Malachor. Do not force me to destroy you.
Oh, yeah, man.
There is no life without the Force. The Force is a blade. Without it, one is defenseless.
Tengo la fuerza suficiente para luchar.
She sought you out because both of you were wounded by the Force, and because she had no choice. She would not willingly return to being the helpless woman she once was, nor would her apprentice. If you will not leave, if you go before her, you will be broken. If killing... If I die here, then you will have sealed your fate. There is truth in your words, but there is nothing left for me except my master. I fight because it is the power that the Force fills. I can die 100 times exile. I will not fall. I cannot die. Why? Why did she choose you? What makes you able to defeat me? Defeat me here? It is not possible to walk away from such things unscarred, to keep living when the universe dies around you. The Force is who I am. The dark side fills me. It is what I am. Kreia, she will try to break you, to teach you how far someone can fall. Her weakness is you, as you are mine. I am glad to leave this place, at last.
Y se murió. A ver, porque yo me fío cero. Al noob. Buah.
At last you have arrived. Is Malachor as you remember?
Mucho
You no
preguntarte.
doubt have many questions. I would be a poor teacher if I did not give you the answers you seek here now.
Destruiste a
I never
Tris.
destroyed Atris. She had destroyed herself. I merely stripped away the illusion and brought her truth. Her teachings could not be allowed to continue, and like Malachor, she was part of your past, unresolved. She needed to be something you could confront and defeat one last time. It was part of your training, part of what was needed to make you complete. And there must always be a Darth Treya. The galaxy needs its betrayers, especially in the times to come. She loved you, you know, as one loves a champion. You were all that she could not be.
Nunca mencionaste los sentimientos.
Yes. It is all that is left unsaid upon which tragedies are built. More echoes traveling through the Force. And of course you must be willing to die, to kill us all, and your friends. You may hold Malachor in your grasp, but I hold the answers to your past and future in mine. Would you destroy us both before learning them? If so, then do it, for you have already failed me. It is said that the Force has a will. It has a destiny for us all. I wield it, but it uses us all, and that is abhorrent to me, because I hate the Force. I hate that it seems to have a will, that it would control us to achieve some measure of balance when countless lives are lost. But in you, I see the potential to see the Force die, to turn away from its will, and that is what pleases me. You are beautiful to me, Exile. A dead spot in the Force, an emptiness in which its will might be denied. I use it as I would use a poison, and in the hopes of understanding it, I will learn the way to kill it. But perhaps these are the excuses of an old woman who has grown to rely on a thing she despises. Yes, always. From the moment you awoke, I have used you. I have used you so that you might become strong, stronger than I. I used your death to deceive the Sith, to make them believe they had won, so they would turn on each other. I used you to keep the Lords of the Sith from condemning the galaxy to death with their power unchecked. I used you to lure them to Telos, where they could be at last fought and killed. I used you to reveal Atris's corruption, so that her teaching could be ended before it began. I used you to gather the Jedi so they could be destroyed. And I used you to make those who wounded me reveal themselves, so they could be killed by the Republic. Perhaps you were expecting some surprise, for me to reveal a secret that had eluded you, something that would change your perspective of events, shatter you to your core. There is no great revelation, no great secret. There is only you. No, there were not. In times past and in times future, there are Jedi who will stop listening to the Force, those that will try to forget it but maintain unconscious ties, and those, as in the past, just as I, who have had the Force stripped from them. But no Jedi ever made the choice you did, to sever ties so completely, so utterly, that it leaves a wound in the Force. It was a mistake to try to make you feel it again, I see that now. There is no truth in the Force, but there is truth in you, Exile, and that is why I chose you. The apprentice must kill the master. If you do not, I will kill you. If I do not, then all you have achieved will be as nothing, as empty and as violent as Malachor itself. Then you will break, and then, my apprentice, you shall die. I have thought of this moment more than you know, and I wondered if here, at this ending between us, if you would care enough to try to save me. If a Jedi could find it within themselves to spare one who has fallen so far. I wanted you to say those words. For that I am grateful. But I do not want your mercy. I want you to break. You no doubt have many...
No. Joder. Vamos, Cina. Wow, buenísima esa.
If you do not kill me, I shall end you. Strike me down. End this.
Atacaron a poner en defensa.
You will not show me mercy. I will see you break before you do.
Me cago en su...
class. And it you would should you but I never destroyed, and it was but you and but I indeed. Perhaps it is merely, but it has always been timeless to you, this place, and words have always been inadequate. But
vamos a guardar. Vale, venga, con esta acabamos. Vale. Vale, vamos a curar heridas. Vamos. Perfecto.
then finish this. You will not show.
Estamos otra vez en esta, ¿no? Estamos otra vez en esta. si... Al final, poder de la fuerza, name. Esto es... cargarnos a esta señora. Hay que subir. El combate con esta señora sin duda es una cosa.
If you... Good.
No, mierda, y no guardé, ¿verdad? No, no. Bueno, gente, mientras intentamos reventar a la putísima vieja, ¿qué se me cuentan?
If you...
Ahora vamos a ir derrotando los soles, va a ser uno por uno. No, y no guardé, ¿verdad? Y no guardé, ¿verdad? Porque soy mongolísimo. Ah. Hecho. Vale. Señora. Oh, me cago en la putísima vieja. Venga, vamos a ver. Venga, va, un ataquito mexicano. Vale, guardar. Run, bitch, run. Vamos a ver si tenemos un poquito de suerte y solo viene uno como antes. Es que es espectacular. Ah, no. Hay que derrotar los sables por separado. Como te enfrentas a todos juntos, es putísimo imposible. Hay que hacer la guarrilla de empezar a dar vueltas para alejarlos de la furcia esta. Queda un sable. Vamos primero a examinar esto. Vale, sin lugar a dudas vamos a guardar. Y me da un poco igual al final donde esté el último sable. Porque vamos a por la vieja. Y a saco.
This shall not stop us for long.
Si nos cargamos el sable, el combate está hecho. Porque la vieja va a puñetazos. Con los muñones. Vamos. Ah, una ráfaga más.
At last it is done. You are greater than any I have ever trained. By killing me here, you have rewarded me more than you can possibly know. It is your choice. I had hoped you would follow Revan's path, but you and Revan are different, and your path is your own. You may take one of the ships that orbit Malachor and depart this place, or you may remain here on Malachor and wait for the others, those touched by the Force, who will come in time. Or you may return to your exile, where your presence will no longer affect the actions of others. There is no dishonor in any of these choices. I only ask that you make the choice without regret. Many things do I see as I gaze here from the heart of Malachor. This place channels such energies. If it matters to you at this last moment, I shall look into the future and tell you of what I see. It is my last gift to you, from one exile to another. You travel with them for so long, yet you do not know them still. Feel them through the Force, feel what they feel, hear their thoughts and know them as I fought to know you. They were the lost Jedi, you know, the true Jedi upon which the future will be built. They simply needed a leader and a teacher. She will stop hunting life and instead live it. She was not born to be a predator, despite her true father and the life she led within the shadow of Nar Shaddaa. She will miss you and think of you often. You who awakened her to what life is. She will live, but only for a time. Her death will occur in many years' time on a forgotten planet, saving the lives of others. But it will be her choice, and she will have no regrets. Many battles does that one have left in him, as Revan intended. A general needs an army as he needs those he trusts. And Canderous is a loyal beast, no matter how much he is broken upon Revan's will. But you know this. They will die a death that will last millennia, until all that remains is their code, their history, and in the end, the shell of their armor upon the shell of a man, too easily slain by Jedi. The blinded one shall return to her home world, and she shall look upon the surface of that world, and perhaps at last see what she was meant to see. Her life has been changed by your meeting in ways that may not be felt for decades to come. Salvation is a relative thing, but as you understand it, yes. He cannot help but love you in his way. It is a pure, ideal love he holds, yet somehow it never dulls in your presence or through your actions. If he leaves this place, he will leave the galaxy behind him. He will sit upon the new council, reluctantly as all good men do, and he will not forget the Jedi who had lost the Force, yet showed him the way to reclaim it. After that I do not know. I do know that you must leave him behind, the same choice that Revan made. Where you are destined, you must not take anyone you love. And of the ones who traveled with you, that is all I see. Atten is, as always, the fool. And the Force watches out for one such as him, I feel, as it does for the old such as I. He is a fool, and that should answer all your questions. He has nothing to offer one such as you, and even a fool such as Atten is not so ignorant of that fact. I would have killed the galaxy to preserve you. I would have let the galaxy. Madre mía, señor, esto es muy turbio. You are more rare than you know. Más que Dresa con MK. What you have taught yourself must not be allowed to die. You are not a Jedi, not truly, and it is for that that I love you. Their paths are unknown to me. Even the small one who waits for you outside this place. I sense it has one last journey for you. You must go where Revan did, into the unknown regions, where the Sith, the true Sith, wait in the dark for the great war that comes. Vino, estuvo aquí. ¿Qué le sucedió? It is because he remembered what lay buried here, this place, its teachings. It paved the way to Korriban, you know, the remnants here. And because Malachor, like Korriban, is on the fringes of the ancient Sith Empire, where the Sith wait for us in the dark. Have we? You thought that the corrupted remnants of the Republic, the machines spawned by technology that Revan led into battle, were the Sith? You are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and its empire, the true Sith Empire, rules elsewhere.
Eso es lo que luego hicieron en el Old Republic.
The true war is not against the Republic. It waits for us beyond the Outer Rim, and he has gone to fight it in his own way. And he left the Ebon Hawk and all its machines behind, for he knew he would not need them. And like you, he knew he must leave all loves behind as well, no matter how deeply one cares for them.
Okay.
Because such attachments are not the way of the Jedi, and they would only bring doom to them both in the dark places where he now walks. It would have helped had he made her understand, but she was always strong-willed, that one, and did not understand war as Revan did. Because I did not know where he had gone. If he had asked, would I have gone? I do not know. But he will need warriors, Sith and Jedi, any who can be sent after him into the depths of space, for any who know the way. Perhaps you shall go there with him and do battle at the end of all things. Instead, I remained here, and now show others the way. The Republic will fall, as it always has, a fall that will take millennia under the care of the herds of Ithor. The surface of Telos will bloom again, and its golden fields shall again harbor scientists and thinkers. And complacent and peaceful, it shall forget the time that Saul Karath orbited it and brought fire to its skies. But it shall be a home world again to others who will stretch out across the galaxy and bring life. Dantooine shall survive. The community you saved shall be the foundation upon which Dantooine shall be habitable again. They shall drive back the Raiders, the Mandalorians, and all that strike at the Outer Rim. The Republic shall again establish their presence there and shield it with its forces. And Dantooine shall heal, be safe, and its skies free. The ruins of the Academy shall remain. Nar Shaddaa shall persist as it always has, but there will be a heart to the world where there was nothing before, where once the lost and disposed were trapped there. Now they will struggle and grow. From despair shall come hope. Queen Talia shall have a long reign. Much good will come of it. She will, as she has, rule wisely and well. Onderon shall remain in the Republic, and the world shall prosper, though its people shall, over time, lose their customs in the ocean of the Republic, and become the people of Onderon no longer. Korriban shall be as it always was, a graveyard for the darkest of the Sith Lords, still whispering within their tombs. It shall always be a source of evil, spawning threats throughout the millennia. It, like Malachor, brushes the edges of the Empire that waits in the dark. And like Malachor, the Sith have forgotten it. For a time, they will remember. Revan knew this.
Need any company? I mean, I'm not doing anything. Besides, if I'm not around to bail you out of trouble, who knows what could happen. All right then. Where are we going again? I mean, because last time we were heading towards this mining colony on the edge of space, and there was this Sith Lord, and...
Y se finí. Y se finí. Pues gente, espero que lo hayan disfrutado. Podemos dar ya por cerrada la serie de KOTOR 2. Me ha molado volver a recorrerla. Así que nada, vamos a buscar aquí una raidecita. No, vale, vamos a hacer una raid. Así chiquita. Y nada, mañana hay partida de Pentaforce. No vamos a avanzar en la trama porque faltarán 2 jugadores. Pero algo haremos. Así que nada. Nos vemos mañana. Con hasta luego. Y ya la semana que viene continuamos con el Arthur. Chao.